Well, here's the latest bad idea. Since the drift brew is broken, the cab brew is broken, the Jaguar's broken, we bought another car. This is a Lexus LS430 remapped, should be shooting around about 350 horsepower. Let's have a look at the stuff that we got out of the car. First things first, there's about £75 worth of loose change in there. There's another car that's barely working. Hey, that's a lie, that one's fine. We discovered a bunch of screen wash, that's fine, that's normal. This fella has used 40 Viagras, so that's quite a weekend. That is a charging plug for a vibrating cock ring. Ask me how I know. Taekwondo belt or something like that? Strength shop. Tiny, tiny vice. I don't even know what that is. Merch from a local garage. Absorbent roll. Literal weight. So this was the first piece of weight that we saved in the Lexus. It was a literal weight. There's another hoodie. Another hoodie. You can tell that this person was a drifter because it's just, you know, hoodies everywhere. 7 hoodies. 1 shoe. 20 sildenafil citrate. Used Viagra. Heroin spoon. Belt to help with shooting your heroin. Lighters for your heroin spoon. A mixing cup for fiberglass or sniffing petrol. Sildenafil jelly Viagra. Headache tablets so that when you've had so much Viagra that your blood pressure spikes, you can cure your headache. More Viagra. I know. More Viagra. An interesting chap. I think everyone should just buy used cars. The stuff you find in them is fantastic. There is the latest project. That is a Lexus LS430. It's got the V8 3UZ engine. This is remapped, so it's about 350 horsepower. But most importantly, and the reason we bought this, not the dodgy steering wheel, that is a manual conversion. This is the gearbox out of an E36 M3. So it's 5-speed ZF box, and now that the gear stick is actually working,
yes, it's not attached anymore.
We have a 5-speed manual mated to a Toyota Mark IV Supra rear diff. That is the one that you want, so it should be good for at least 500 horsepower, which this does not have. What it does have is masses of weight. Interior at the back, that's all going to have to get stripped out. The armrest will have to go because it gets in your way when you're driving.
This armrest really in the way.
We have already raised the coilovers trackside. So we've basically doubled the ride height of the coilovers. This was bagged and stanced. Well, no bags, it just had coilovers that were absolutely on the floor. The rear sills were scraping the floor. All the chassis arms were hitting the floor. It is currently on Mazda wheels because we were doing some experiments with the tyre stack to see which ones would fit on and off. And now that we know all of the Subaru wheel stock can be made to fit on this. So from a man on eBay, I purchased these, which are an unusual hub adapter. That turns the 5x114 hub onto 5x100, which is the Subaru WRX fitment. That Subaru doesn't work, and this Subaru doesn't work. We might as well use up the wheel stock. Doesn't see a lot of action these days. Partly because it broke again. The wheel came off last time we were drifting, and the rear back plate is all twisted, so we need to fix that. This is a much better base for a drift and general purpose track car than the Jaguar, which it replaces. Because the Jaguar is sitting outside here. We never did fix this because it needs an exhaust, because the catalytic converters are gone. It needs an exhaust and some rear brakes, and we just didn't have any time. So as you can see, there's plenty of projects here that are underway, and none of them are in good condition. Now the gearbox is fixed, it's ready to drift. We've just got to get a shackle on for the towing eye. We've raised the suspension so that it's usable again, and it's pretty good. It pops and bangs, it shoots flames. And it has been tested, we know it skids, because the person we bought it from runs a performance tuning company about 10 miles from here. And all I'll say about this person is that he clearly has some interesting passions. A couple of cool things just to show you on the Lexus. I mean, this is a luxury car, this is high-end business, but in the wheel arches you can see here there's actual ducted cooling for the brakes. So from the factory it's got a duct. Luxury car theme. Close the door. Soft closed doors. That's so cool. I've never had a car with soft closed doors before, but that's great. You close it oh so gently, and it does the rest for you. When you open the door, when you're getting in, LEDs turn on in the seatbelt plugs so that you can see where you're going. It also has not one but 3 different memory seat positions. I've never seen a car with 3 of those before. All the usual gubbins that you'd find in a luxury Toyota of this era. It's got, you know, folding mirrors and keyless entry and keyless go. Seat heaters are like volcanic hot. I've never seen them like this before. You push the button and a little controller comes out so that you can turn the seat heaters on. And they are really, really hot. Fog light switch is down here. That's weird. That looks like blinds, but doesn't do anything, but it would suggest to me that there are blinds in here somewhere. It's got the sunroof, it's got so many different switches for tilt controls, and I'm not touching any of that because I'm pretty sure as soon as we do touch it, it'll start leaking. So loads of sunroof controls, which we're not going to touch. It has seat base adjustment on both sides of the seat. That is really cool. All cars should have that. That is a brilliant feature. So rather than reaching over, because the car's so flaming wide that you can't reach the buttons, check it out. Wow, I wonder if these would fit in my Land Cruiser. That's cool. The door bins, you think, oh no, how am I going to get my stuff? Aha! It widens. That's a cool thing as well. What's this? Ooh, cubby hole. Ooh. Oh yeah, 6-speed disc, just 6-disc changer. What's that one? It's just another cubby hole. And it's got specific power and snow. We'll keep that on power. And not 1, but 2 glove boxes with manuals. And a V5 for a car that this isn't. An actual set of LS430 handbooks. I bet they're worth money. Let's see what's in this gargantuan boot space. Well, I mean, it's gargantuan, but it's currently filled up with a strap from my trailer and pieces of wheel arch liner that we had to rip off at the track, and the necessary pieces of wood for loading it in and out of the trailer because it's so low. That is a huge boot space though. That's massive. What's this? How do I get that out? That is well fancy. It's a fancy schmancy little Toyota kit with some wheel weights on it. Oh, a 10mm spanner. Actually, that's very Japanese because everything that they bolt to the car is 8, 10, 12 or 14. That's all the spanners that you need for regular maintenance on your Toyota or your Lexus. I like that though. Let's pop that back in there. I know I've popped it back in upside down. I've immediately failed my Toyota induction. That's cool. I like that a lot. Wow, braided covers to stop your wires from getting frayed. But in the back here, we've got our armrest. Oh, rear seat heaters. Wow. You can have heated seats in the back of the car as well. That is fancy. That means that these probably weigh about 50 kilograms. So we'll get them out. And just classic. Oh, a double layered skin thing for putting stuff in the boot. And of course, the rear blinds there. That's where the blind pops up electrically to cover the rear windscreen for a bit of privacy. Yeah, this is very cool. What have we got here? Far East Classics. Well, that's import documents for an unrelated vehicle. Yeah, the previous owner might want some of this stuff back. Broadly speaking, this car is cool. And it'll be a brilliant track car as soon as we get about 250 kilograms of weight stripped out of it. Lexus LS430, everyone. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments or if you spot anything that we should do with this car. This one should have a better life than the Jaguar since we've already had it to the track. Not successfully.
It just fell off.
What, the gear stick?
Yes.
The whole gear stick?
Yes. It's not attached anymore.
Yeah. The connecty thing's not attached to the connecty thing! But it has at least been to the track. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. Make good decisions. Bye for now.